Today we have my second Nike ID Realtree Camo. Quack Quack. Takahayashi's. Seeing double. And yesterday's. Goodshoes.com doing well. Buy my shoes there. Let's get into the Nike ID. And you can see together on the back, Quack Quack. Inspiration-wise, as I discussed in the brown ones the other day, I'm happy with the Realtree Camo. I like it. There was only 3 colorways, and the trick was to make some good shoes with the creative options that were given and the camo. I would like to have made a true, complete shoe out of the Realtree Camos with all 3 colorways. The closest I've gotten was the Snow Camo, which is on the way. Should be here in a few more days. Now with this one, this was the lighter green colorway camo. I was going to do the entire shoe, which was possible. I didn't really like where it was setting when I was done. I mentioned that with this month's option, going into September, that this heel area, which is the black, and the eye stay, and that front lower toe box portion, all had to be one color. When you choose it, it populates the shoe. Now, I don't really have a true problem with that, since a lot of the shoes I make start out with that basis, and then I come back and change up the mid and the toe quite often to match, and then sometimes, as we see here, match up the tongue. It's a basic good pattern for me. I've also changed up a little bit, made more of a top middle section, just the eye stay and things worked together in different elements. Now, the thing I did not care for is that I was locked into that rather than choosing all 3 pieces. It is what it is. Another big thing for me was the swoosh could not be orange. To me, with the whole hunter theme and the bright industrial orange to be seen, since those of us that do hunt know that it's more of the patterns that provide the camo. The deer that we're hunting are not necessarily able to see their colors. They're colorblind. So a bright orange with a colorful pattern that's camo is just as good as a green. The green is more for us. Life goes on. Nevertheless, I wanted to have a bright orange to be seen, not camouflaged, swoosh. Couldn't happen. What I did come up with was what I feel is one of my better Nike ID creations. I used a black boot leather. In certain areas, the green camo. In the key areas, I used a light tan, in this case linen colorway, swoosh, and the greens on the back. And overall, I think the balance is there very, very well. Originally, I had a linen colorway lace as well. Nike ID used to let us have 2 pairs of laces. I wish they would go back to that, because when you're making a $205 shoe, overall shipped, you should be able to get 2 laces. They're really pennies on the dollar. But nevertheless, that's not how it works today. Only 1 color of lace. But I thought to myself, I like the orange for that pop. But I also wanted to have the linen in case I wanted to dull it down just a little bit, like originally was on the board. Yes, I did use that bright orange separator on the mid and a leather on the mid. I'm not real big on making a Nike ID shoe and putting the plastic on there. If I can avoid it and use that air sole or a leather or something, I'm going to do it. Premium price, premium design, premium product. Use the premium materials. That's what I will try to do. If I want to use the plastic on the mids, I'll go and do the $140 Air Force One ID as opposed to the big dog. Gum soles. Love the gum. especially when it works well with the overall color theme. Here I think it does. Now, Quack Quack, duck hunting season, and yes, the inspiration did come from Duck Dynasty. The kids like to watch that goofy show. It's pretty silly, pretty crazy, and those people are not dumb. They're doing very, very well in life. Can't walk out the door without stumbling over something that's a Duck Dynasty something. Power to them. At the beginning of the show, they drive up in that very nice black car with the duck hood ornament to the Rolling Thunder of ZZ Top, that little old band from Texas. And they hop out in their dress camo. So as long as the Duck Dynasty boys take a peek on this, I can create these shoes for them in their size if they contact me quickly before Nike pulls down the cloth and the idea. I'm ready to go, DD. Call me up. We can trade. As always, you can find me at samcolt12.com. All of the various places and spaces. I've also started goodshoes.com where I'm selling some of my shoes, and I currently have 3 or 4 listings on eBay doing quite well to get the brand name out there. Eventually we may add sizes, but for today it's my shoes, my sizes, and this is where you can pick them up. I will be adding more over time, just to downsize the herd a little bit. Over the next couple years I want to get down to a minimum of half. I'm also on Google+, Instagram, and Video as well. Instagram, SamColt12 for stationary pictures and other ideas. Next on deck, we've got the Vans. To round out the Taka pack, he's back. And yesterday's, for comparison, this is where we are. Keeping it on that woodsy theme, you can see a little bit of how the mind of TT works together. This is what we've got. Next on deck is the snow camos. Appreciate you all watching. Appreciate the support on goodshoes.com and all of those who have got current bids in on eBay. Enjoy my shoes. They'll be yours soon enough. Thank you.